going to bend the knees a little bit by sinking the hips backward. Like imagine there's like a low wall behind you, and you're just kind of leaning back to put the bottom of your butt against the corner or the edge of the wall. So not a deep squat back, like not like an intense utkatasana chair pose from yoga, but just a little bit of sinking back. And then imagine that a thin string or filament is pulling up on the crown point of the head to elongate the spine without straightening the knees up though. So you've sunk the knees a little bit. The rest of the body is upright. You can take your arms, you can reach them out like you're embracing a big old tree. I think the angle of the camera here might make my hands look a little bit higher than they are, but the hands are so that the kind of top part of the wrist is about the top part of the shoulder or the upper part of the chest. So you sink the hips back, you're embracing the tree. The middle fingers are pointing toward each other. And you don't want the arms pulled back in like so. I mean, you could do it that way, but your arms are not pulled back in, and they're not stuck way out like this, but like a big old roundedness. Middle fingers pointing to each other, somewhere maybe 4 to 6 inches apart. Again, right as you turn, or as I turn, you can see that the wrists are not up high, but the camera angle, just trust me, I'm not messing with you here. And then with this, everything is relaxed as much as can be. The knees are soft, you're sitting back a little bit with the hips. The elbows are a little bit lower than the wrists and the shoulders. They're not up like this, but they're dropped a little bit. But there's still space in the armpits. You don't want the arms down like this, but sort of expanding up and out. And the fingers are reaching and stretching as if you're holding a rubber ball between the knuckles of each finger. And you're turning so that the Laogong point at the center of the palm, it's not quite turned toward the body, but you're tilting the hands so that the center point of the palm is pointing as if to what's called the yin tongue point between the eyebrows. So you're standing, feet are parallel, knees are slightly bent, hips are sinking back just a bit. Crown point to the head, you're imagining that there's a string pulling upward. Shoulders are relaxed, not held up high. Edge of the wrist is at the height of the shoulder, no higher. Elbows are a little bit lower than the height of the wrists and the shoulders, but not collapsed down. There's space under the armpits. Everything is soft and relaxed, except the fingers are activated like they're stretching out from the hands and out from each other as if trying to hold a rubber ball between the knuckles of each hand. If you can breathe in and out through the nose, then the mouth is closed, the tongue gently touching the roof of the mouth. If you need to breathe through the mouth, breathe through the mouth. The eyes are open here with an expansive gaze toward your horizon. If that's a wall or the back of someone's head, that's okay. And if it's the window to the actual horizon in distance, that's okay too. And just imagine that any and all of the weight in your body can somehow magically cascade down through the body, through the bones, through the bottoms of the feet into the earth. Breathing in as your body expands. Breathe out as the body releases. Breathing in, the abdomen expands outward from the spine. Breathing out, and it releases back toward the spine. Breathing in, and the lower back expands outward on the in-breath. Breathing out, it releases back to center. Just hold this for a moment. And here, we'll just release this down.